Yo, what's good people, it's J Cactus, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to flip a sample. I'm not entirely sure where I want to take it yet. It might be boom bap, it could be soulful trap, I don't really know yet. But the one thing that I do know is that I'm going to be using Tracklib to find a sample. If you haven't seen my other videos with them, Tracklib are a huge online record store for sampling. They've got over 80,000 tracks in the catalog. A lot of them come with stems and they can all be cleared really easily. So if you ever want to release your tracks properly, you can clear everything through them. It's definitely one of my favorite services right now, and it's why I keep doing videos with them. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so I'm on the Tracklib homepage, really easy to navigate. You can browse through collections of your favorite producers or inspired collections. You can go directly to genres, for example, R&B and soul, or you can do what I do and just go to all tracks and then use the filters to narrow things down. I love to sample soulful music, so I'm just gonna go to R&B and soul, and I want to sample an original song too. So I'm gonna go to the release year and we'll start at the 60s and go to 80s. I want something in between those 20 years. If I knew exactly what genre I was gonna make, I could set the BPM. So for example, I could go to around about 140 and flip something into drill, but I don't really know where I want to take it yet. Let's just have a listen to some. Straight away, just really soulful. Could be sick to flip, but not the vibe I'm going for today. This is the style I'm going for. This one's crazy. Yeah, this might be the one. But if you want to test the loop before you even use a credit, just click this loop button.
You made me feel bad.
Like this section here. You can even test it with some drums. So I'm just going to click on beat. I'm going to test it with some classic boom bap drums.
You made me feel better.
See what trap would sound like.
You made me feel better.
So either would work. So that's just to give you some quick inspiration so you know you're not going to waste any credits. I'm going to go ahead and download this one. If you want to try it for yourself, get 15 credits and 30 days free, then click the link in the description because that's double the amount you'd usually get, so you got nothing to lose. So I've downloaded the full track. I can see the BPM and the key, which is going to save me a ton of time. So first of all, let's just set this to 114, and there's some dead space at the beginning, so I'm just going to cut that out. So I think the part I want to take is this section.
You made me feel better.
And then I'm going to consolidate this track so I've got a clean sample to work with. Alright, so I've got the first section that I like, and I also took this bit here.
You must have heard my plea. I heard you. 'Cause you came along and rescued me.
So I've got two 4-bar loops, and I'm going to chop these a little bit differently because I want to experiment with this one. So I'm just going to send them both to track 1, and I want to try with some halftime. Let's pitch it up though. Let's try about 5 or 6. Let's speed it up too. Just make sure that these are set to stretch. I will bring it up to 150, even like 156. So that sounds kind of hard. I'm going to render that out. So let's go to generic bleeding. Let's pitch it up as well. We'll do 6 again.
You must have.
Ooh, that sounds crazy. Alright, let's consolidate that track, and then I'm gonna do another one, but let's try this one on like 2 bars.
You must have heard my
Crazy again. And then I'll consolidate this one too, and then we might have some different chops to work with. What I could do is just chop this right in the playlist. So I'll go to bars, chop this one too. Actually, let's chop that up a bit more. Now we can play around with some of these. So I'm thinking something like this.
You must have heard
That sounds hard. And then maybe back to this one. I'm just going to copy those over. So I've got this as one chop. And then in this section, go back to this one. See what this sounds like.
You must have heard my You must have heard
Sounding hard. And then we could do something similar with the other chop. This one, I'm thinking something like this.
You made me feel better. You made me.
Yeah, there we go. So let's just copy this over.
You must
Okay, so to clean the sample up, just adding some noise removal. I definitely need to cut out some lows. Just some harsh frequencies too. Maybe some more of that low mid. I'm also going to make it a little bit wider. Right there. Then just some RC20 to bring back a little bit of high end. I'm gonna add a compressor too, just to tame some of those peaks. Next, I'm just adding a little bit of reverb. Alright, so I've got the sample sounding good, and I'm thinking of adding a piano now, so I'm gonna try and record something in. Okay, so I just changed a couple of the notes. Added effect track too. So the keys can probably stay in the hook, and I don't really need anything else melodic wise, so I'm going to add in some drums. Right, I'm going to need quite a big snare to cover up the drums, so let's go with this. Let's get a hat in as well. I think that for now. Of course, we got to add some effect tricks too. Maybe this one. I might even layer that snare with this one, and then take a snare like this to use as a counter one. Alright, let's get the 808 in too. I'm gonna get rid of that roll here and just save it for the end. Alright, let's get an open hat in there as well. Alright, so I've just taken this other section from the original sample. I'm going to try and use this as an intro. And then it's just this end bit here. I need it to transition. So I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to split the drums too. I'm going to try and use this Filter Freak preset as the intro. So if I just automate this, just have it around about 65%. And I'm just getting this fill in as well. Let's try this. Alright, so I'm going to copy these drums over. So this can repeat twice. Keys can come in this section. I'll maybe leave the kick out here. Then in this section, I'm just going to repeat this. Okay, in this next section, I'm going to have another halftime, but this is going to be on 4 bars. I've just taken the sample, but not really chopped it, just half-timed. So I'll copy this over. Maybe bring the 808s in. And then I need some kind of riser in there. I think a cymbal will work in this one. Just shorten that a bit though. And then just simplify this 808 pattern. In this bit, the open hat can come in. And then let's take the hats out of here. And maybe just a couple hats at the end. And then I think the hook can just come back in. Alright, let's listen from the beginning. So in the intro, I just had this other part of the sample with Filter Freak on. And then it just completely switches for the drop. Sounds like you wouldn't expect it, but it sounds crazy. And then in the second part, we've got the keys. And then into the verse. So this is the different chart. And then the drums just slowly coming back in. So I added those little breaks too. And then for this little bridge here, I've just had a love filler and then alternated the quarter frequency. Just for a little switch up.